City News is brought to you by East Brewster Lawyers Rotorua, celebrating 100 years of legal excellence and innovation.
Good evening. Tonight in this edition of City News, Auckland Chamber of Commerce CEO says Rotorua should look for strategic alliances with neighbouring districts. The prohibition of gang insignia in government premises bill has passed its second reading, and a week left to go for local schools to register for this year's AIMS Games. The Upper North Island Strategic Alliance was a focus of a Chamber of Commerce hosted presentation by Auckland Chamber of Commerce CEO Michael Barnett. The strategic alliance is between Whangarei, Auckland, Hamilton and Tauranga and aims to help grow economic opportunities. Rotorua is not a current partner in the alliance. Mr Barnett says not being officially at the table could be a good thing, as he believes we should be looking to our neighbours to develop our own alliances.
We're in a strategic alliance now, and it includes Auckland. So if I was looking, is it strategic, is it smart for me to have Auckland at the same table, or should my strategic alliance, might that look like me and my neighbours, and could I form something down here where I can get a scale, build an economy of scale and an ability to be able to perform, not to compete with Auckland, but when you look at the size of Auckland, many of Auckland's GDP contributions come from this region. They take credit for it by having the head office there, but the work is done down here. So I think there's a good discussion to be held in the region, looking and saying what tomorrow might look like.
Rotorua MP Todd McClay's bill to ban gang insignia from government premises has been amended to include every school in New Zealand. The prohibition of gang insignia in government premises bill has passed its second reading in Parliament and is now one step closer to becoming law. Mr McClay says the bill makes it an offence to wear a gang patch in all government departments and council offices, and now includes all schools, kindergartens and police stations. He says the bill will protect people from intimidation in their communities. He says people don't need to be exposed to gangs and their patches. The local branch of Specsavers were fundraising yesterday to help support the Fred Hollows Foundation. The foundation offers eye care services and training throughout the Pacific. Specsavers were holding an undercover boss style event where company executives carried out the more junior duties at the store.
It's a great cause, and as I said, the partnership between Specsavers and Fred Hollows is very, very important. The other thing I didn't mention is that today, here all day from 8, the first test, right from 6 o'clock, eye tests are half price, and for every eye test we do, $30 goes to Fred Hollows as well.
In sport tonight, Sport Bay of Plenty have confirmed that 71 schools have registered for this year's AIMS Games, and there's still a week to go until registrations close. Organiser Vicky Semple says there are currently 21 new schools registered, including 5 from Australia. She says this year the Games are offering 11 to 13-year-olds competition in 16 sporting codes. And last year, 164 schools took part in the week of sport, so she's expecting a flurry of last-minute registrations. For more information, visit nzaimsgames.co.nz. To your weather update now. Tonight will be fine, northeast breeze developing with an overnight low of 9. Tomorrow for Friday, rain developing, northeast winds, a high of 16 and a low of 12. And the outlook for Saturday, rain easing to a few showers, winds turning westerly, a high of 17 and a low of 11. And the marine weather forecast for Lake Rotorua, variable 5 knots, becoming northeast to 10 knots in the morning with waves less than half a metre, fair visibility in rain developing in the morning, poor visibility in some heavier falls from the evening. Still to come in tonight's program, we check out last week's Careers Expo, Lakes DHB Suicide Prevention Coordinator Christine Presley tells us about tomorrow's workshop, and Alan Solomon talks to Raj Kumar about his reasons for not selling legal highs in his shop.